Hello and welcome to the very first episode of the Ball Knowledge Podcast. I am your host, Osman, and I'm joined here with MK and Aslam. And today we start off with football. We're going to start off with our predictions for the upcoming 2021-22 Football League. We'll start with Premier League and go off into different competitions. Are we ready, boys?
Yep.
Well, MK's not flipping
You
webcam.
can't see me, but I'm here.
We
All right.
promise.
Let's start off with the top four. Have you got your top four in order?
Yep. Who's going first?
You are, since
Me?
you're invisible.
Okay, cool. I'll start straight away. The champions, Chelsea. So I'm going for Chelsea. After the explanation, I'll just go straight to top four. Then after we explain.
Just explain. No, it's fine.
Oh, cool. That's one because they got Lukaku now, striker. So they got the goals. Already got, and a good season with Kai Havertz, Mason Mount, Chilwell, Reece James as wing-backs. And they obviously got one of the best defences in Europe. So I think Chelsea could do it. And they already got Man City's number already. So I think it's only between them and United, them, City and Liverpool for me for the title. But I don't think Liverpool made any signings. So it's more, I'm leaning towards more Chelsea. Can't see City.
So you got Chelsea top,
Yeah. Second is City.
then third
Liverpool.
and fourth United.
Alright, fourth.
Fair enough. Aslam, what do you have?
I have the exact same. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm not going to predict Liverpool to win it because that's not me as a fan.
Why not?
So I might sneakily have a suspicion that Liverpool are winning it, and I won't tell you guys this right now. But like, Chelsea already had a great defense going into last season, or with Tuchel anyway. Picked up the most points under him, create a lot of chances. The only problem was they didn't have a finisher. Now they've got arguably a top 3 striker in the world.
Yeah.
It's just a bit depressing. I find them very overrated, not gonna lie. In the sense that everyone went after them last season. Oh, City are so good. They weren't really they were shit in the beginning, and then the middle they fixed up, and then at the end they went shaky, and Ruben Diaz got dropped by Trossard. Make that clear. Got dropped. Not once, twice. He went this way, then he went that way. Just want to make that clear. I think the defense has just been the same, and up front they're a bit shaky. They weren't the City of old where they'd wipe a team out like 4-5-0, and you'd have that fear of, oh my god, it's City, even though they did beat us 4-1. I don't think they're as good as before, but if they sign Harry Kane, I think this would switch and they'd go to number one. I think all this kerfuffle around Liverpool, people forget we picked up 26 out of 30 points for the last 10 games. We've got our big boys back, besides Robertson, who's injured, but Simicast looks a good deputy, and we've got Klopp, who for me is pound for pound the best manager in the league. And United fourth, I don't think there's any shame in that. I think I'd have United higher if they had a better manager. But
yeah, 100%. No one really rates Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, man.
Excuse me, you said you wouldn't replace him with anyone.
Yeah, not now. There's not really actually a Conte only, but Conte and United will never work. Imagine Woodward working with Conte.
Well, he's not. Woodward's leaving. Don't worry.
He's gone at the end of the year, isn't he?
Yeah. Thank God for that. But then the replacement internally ain't gonna help, is it? The replacement is stupid. But yeah, that's my top four, and that's your top four. Oh, so what's your top four?
I have the exact same top four.
Damn it!
Why is it not
so boring?
Honestly, I'm pretty sure. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure we all had the same team, but I didn't know which order it was gonna be in. I've got Chelsea as champions. I think they just look like the best team in the league all round. Especially now that they've got Lukaku up front. City second. I guess you could make a case if City do get Kane sometime soon, they could push further for the league. But I think just Chelsea beat City 3 times in 6 weeks at the end of the league last season. They beat him in the FA Cup, they beat him in the league, and then they beat him in the Champions League. I think Chelsea. I won't say run away with it, but I think Chelsea will win it this year. I don't have a reason as to why I put Liverpool over United. I think it just when it came to it, it was a slight bias in my end because I do want to see Liverpool go above United. But yeah, I've got Liverpool third, and I don't see us making any more signings for the rest of the window. I think we're going to be. Yeah, I think it's just going to be Konate coming in. We might sell Shaqiri if we're lucky. I don't think Origi's leaving now, sadly. But I think through preseason, Keita looked like he was in good form. Hopefully, he can stay that way and not get injured again, and be out for a considerable amount of time. Robertson, yeah, he's out now, but I think when he comes back, he'll be good because he's club said they should be back around the international break. Sorry.
Damn, we have international breaks again. I hate them so much. They just ruin the flow.
But I think that's good because he obviously won't be picked for Scotland during that break, and then when he comes back, we have City. I think.
Oh God.
When's the Liverpool game?
I think. Oh, I have no idea. I don't think it's anytime soon because when we were
City, I think we have them like October.
Yeah, we got Chelsea in
3 weeks. Yeah, we got Chelsea in 3 weeks, which will be fun. I'm quite looking forward to that. Mainly
That'll be an interesting game.
Van Dijk will probably be fully fit by then because they're looking at him to sign or to play on Saturday, and then Lukaku will be there. So it'll be a time for Van Dijk to be like, yeah, I'm still the best, because he still is right now. And for Lukaku to prove he's not a flat track bully.
Chelsea have a crazy opening 6 games of the season.
Yeah, but if they can get through it, then they just get the little ones. Or so-called little teams in comparison.
They're opening against Palace at home, then Arsenal away, Liverpool away, which fans are back, so Anfield is going to be jumping. Thank God they're back. Villa at home, which won't be easy because Villa, they strengthen up a lot. Tottenham away, and then City at home.
Oh, that's fun. To be fair, with Chelsea as well, it wasn't really their big game performances that were worrying. It was more when they came up against a team with a low block. Because last year, they didn't have a finisher for one. But number two, they just didn't look comfortable. With the way Tuchel sets up last year anyway, it seemed like he was more comfortable breaking with spacing behind, especially considering the players he had. But I think he has to make that switch that Klopp made after we got to the Champions League final, which is forego the counter-attacking and find a way of playing that is comfortable but is also suited to the team. Because I think the main reason why Salah done so well and Mane also that season was he had all that space behind, but then it also left us vulnerable at the back. So if Tuchel can figure that out, like I think he will, because he's a good tactician, leagues pretty much. I mean, I don't think we're out of it, but I just think, it's just looking like Chelsea's parade. Even though I don't want it to win, even though deep down I think we're winning it. I have to go with my head here, not my heart.
Okay, who did we go for the 2 Europa League spaces?
Shall I start?
Yeah.
Arsenal 5th.
Oh,
that might be the. I don't think that's a shock because I don't really rate Spurs at all, and Leicester. Actually, more. Leicester could be 5th. Now I'm giving Leicester 6th. Leicester get 6th, and then Arsenal get 5th. Not really any explanation to that. I just think Arsenal maybe Pepe might finally turn up.
I think he's already lost the plot. Hold on. I think it's time for our first one, guys.
No.
Not raise hand. Not raise hand. No. There you go. Everyone's been on it with Pepe for so long here. He's had, 2 or 3 seasons. The guy's highlight is dribbling past Van Dijk. Let's be real. He shows flashes,
Maybe he'll
but
turn up. Just maybe.
Look. he shows flashes, but I don't know. I don't think he's a bad player either. Liverpool are
He actually got talent, but I think he's a bit of a bozo. Yeah, he doesn't really think. That's the problem.
I think Leicester will finish fifth again. I think they'll have they'll be battling, but then they'll drop off near the end like they always do because Brendan has a problem with finishing the deal. I'm not hearing this. Oh, we won the FA Cup. No, he should have got FA Cup and top four. He shouldn't have got one or the other. People have made it out to be one or the other. No, he was in prime position for top four. He should have finished with that. FA Cup was brilliant. I'm happy they won it, but no. I think I'll go with Villa sixth. I'm going big. I think Danny Ings is a great signing. Buendia, a great signing. He's proven in the Premier League as well. I think Leon Bailey looks very exciting, and their defense is always reasonably good, reasonably solid. I'll go with them sixth.
I've got in the Europa League spaces. I've got Leicester because I think Leicester will just finish fifth again. I don't think they're going to do anything special. I have Spurs getting the other one.
Oh,
obviously it's conditional if they keep Kane or not, but like I think Spurs will. I think Nuno will do well this season for them.
Yeah, I think he's getting a bad rep. Everyone's just focusing on last season for Wolves, but you have to accommodate to the Premier League. He's not gonna have. He can't really go out and play expansive football consistently, especially after he lost Jota and he lost Jimenez and Traore fell off a cliff.
Yeah, so I think at Traore where I went wrong is that Jimenez wasn't there for most part of the season.
I don't think so.
I like Spurs. I like them. I think,
Spurs, they're linked with Pau Torres as well, I believe.
Yeah, but I like Christian. I like Christian Romero a lot. I think he's a great centre back. So I think they just need, if they can pad out, if they can find like a quality understudy to Kane, whether that's or someone to play alongside Kane, I think they could even push for top four. Right now I've got them like seventh, but like the problem is they've never really invested in the squad because like they're going into the new season and who have they signed? They've got Romero. They've been linked with Lautaro Martinez, but
I don't see that happening, especially now Lukaku's gone.
Yeah, it's a shame. Go bold, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
Who did we have in the Conference League spot? The Conference League spot.
Oh, whoops. I've been, what? Am I muted again?
You're muted now.
Whoops. You just mute yourself.
There you go.
I'm so
Now we're going to
stupid.
hear you.
I'd go with Spurs.
I went for a really weird one.
Palace.
Yep, I gave into the hype with the Vieira and all the new signings. I think Palace are going to get Conference League this season.
Oh, serious? They get seventh?
Genuinely, I think Palace, I think they're going to shock a lot of people this year.
Do you know what I think?
I like Michael Olise, but I don't know who they've got in defence.
I'm
I know
giving
they signed. They have a good defense coming out of the academy, and I think they signed a few defenders this year as well. I think a big miss will be Gary Cahill because they didn't re-sign him.
Yeah, but
I'm
not a fan of Vieira.
not got Sacco.
No, Saka's gone. He went back to France. Yeah.
I miss him, man.
So who did have defence then? Anderson and who?
Oh yeah, Sam Anson, didn't they?
Anderson and
Let's see.
who did Canot, sorry. What's his name? Kouyaté. Yeah.
They signed. So they re-signed Nathaniel Klein to a 2-year deal, I believe it was, They got Tyreek Mitchell, who's pretty good.
Yeah, he's good.
Joachim Anderson. I believe Joel Ward is back. I might be wrong.
Yeah.
They got the French youngster Mark.
Oh yes, yeah.
Oh, the English. Oh,
Yeah, Mark
I'm
Gray.
very close in English.
Oh yeah,
He-
yeah,
the,
could be.
um,
Yeah, I know. No, it's gonna be Anderson and Mark Gray. Isn't it?
yeah.
That's not bad. I actually think on paper Palace should be like top 10, but Vieira, I don't know if I.
If Vieira sticks to the tactics that work and don't go back to the stupid tactics used in France, I think he will be good this season.
He could just be a man manager, like a bit like Oli and Zidane. Instead of just doing this tactical side, how about just be the man manager? Because I'm pretty sure. I mean, you can't really coach these players to be world class, can you? They're gonna be at this level. You just might as well motivate them throughout the whole season.
I mean,
No,
some of them do have talent. Like the way people have been speaking about Elise,
he's
he
sick.
could be something. And Eze is sick. Like he's
Yeah.
actually very enjoyable to watch. And
Is
yeah,
Eze going to be back for the start of the season?
no,
Elise is not there either, I think,
Yeah, he's
because
not.
he came with a back injury.
So we're back to Zaha and Hope.
Yeah.
It's exactly
Yeah.
a weak start to the season. That's why I've Aston Villa above them. Aston Villa in Conference League.
I think Benteke, he finished last season off pretty well, to be
Yeah, I had
fair.
him in my fantasy team. He was pretty sweet for the end, but he's just weird. Like he looks so good, and then he looks so bad. And there's like sometimes there's no in between. It's just either getting solid finisher or just can't do anything. Like, he just fails to do the basics of being a human properly. It's like, come on, man. And Zaha, he flatters to deceive sometimes.
I
He can be
think
so good.
there's going to be a point in the season, I think, where Vieira drops Luca and makes Zaha captain, which I think Zaha might want, considering he's not going to leave anytime soon.
Yeah, no one's signing him.
He definitely deserves captain by now, surely. He's been there for how long?
Too long, some might say.
Yeah, he was there when they got promoted. He was there before then, and then he went to United and came back.
Yeah, he could have went to another club. Pretty sure someone would take him.
I know it was like Everton
Everton wanted
and
it,
all looking, but the
they
Palace
weren't
put like an 80 million on his head.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So
wait, so you think Crystal Palace and who? Or it's just Crystal Palace because there's only one position for it?
There's only one position for the Conference League.
Yeah, I'm Aston Villa for me. It's definitely them. Leon Bailey, new signing, Danny Ings. Who else did they got? They got Buendia.
I think Leeds could have a good sophomore season though. Hopefully.
Yeah.
But I think they're weak in defense though. They have no defense.
No, I think they tightened up their defense going into the latter stages. Like remember they did hold you to a 0-0, and they also played you. They played you well. They just said Calvin Phillips gone to the Portuguese donkey, and you guys are finished after that.
Pretty much because we had McTominay and Fred pivot, and that pivot is one of the worst pivots I've ever seen.
Come on, man.
Easy nullifying a pivot.
They shut down your favorite player, Bruno Fernandes. Oh my gosh.
Who do we have getting relegated?
Cool.
Oh fuck.
I think definitely Norwich are going down. We're going home.
I love Daniel Farker though.
Yeah, but they might even haven't they sold somebody. Buendia,
yeah.
They replaced him with somebody, but I don't know if he's any good. Is it Rashika? I forgot his name.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I don't know if he's any good, but
Norwich that was right, but I don't think Norwich have got that good of a quality team.
They have no.
But I love their manager. I think he delivers the best press conference. Like his accent is the most beautiful German accent I've ever heard.
Yeah.
I feel like
played
Norwich,
a very fantastic game. You try the hardest.
Norwich the next few years are just going to keep like yo-yoing through Premier League to Championship.
Like they're too good for the Championship, but just not good enough for the Premier League. So if it feels like a median league, then they would be in that.
I've also got Norwich getting relegated, but I've got Newcastle and Burnley as the other two.
Oh, I don't want I love Newcastle. They're like,
You know what?
I defend them more than any other team, I think, besides
After
them.
Newcastle signed Willock, I think they've got the goals now.
Yeah, I mean, I did this before we found out that Willock has signed, but at the same time, I think it comes to a time where it's just like they've reached the point where it's like they either just get worse or they just get miracles out of it.
Yeah,
I do think they're very dependent on Callum Wilson to stay fit because that guy is just guaranteed
Yeah.
goals, but he's also like, I think he's
injury prone.
30 plus. I need him for my fantasy team. Other than that, and Alan Saint-Maximin, I like him a lot. I think if they get relegated, we need to go there and offer, a cheeky little 20 million bid. So I think he's
Give him a
wicked.
Origi as well.
Right, no, they won't take Origi. No. Oh, we need Origi to get a nice place. As much as I love him, also hate him. But I don't want him to go to a bad place. I want him to go to like Germany or like France, where he can just holiday nicely. I don't want him to go to Germany.
I mean, the last time he was in Germany, he was voted as the worst signing of the season.
Those Germans never got it because he came here and he won us the Champions League. So, who really cares what those dirty Germans think? We beat them in World War II anyway.
Burnley, do we think is getting relegated?
That's what you think.
I think. I guess Sean Dyche is a good manager, but there's like it comes. They've signed like 4 people in the last 3 windows. He's got no backing. He's not going to stay very long. I think Burnley go down and Watford stay up because I think other people had Watford going now.
I have Brentford going down.
Brentford.
I like Brentford a lot, but like, I mean, did you see one of the goals some of the goals they conceded? It's they just play so high risk. And it's like, that works in the Championship because you have to get out. Even Newcastle played flipping exciting football to get back into the flipping Premier League. And then after that, they went drab. But like, it's like, when Man United played Istanbul and they had everyone in the Istanbul game. It's reminiscent of that, but like for every single game. Because I love Thomas Frank, but also he's just like, I think, too idealistic. And if he doesn't change that, I think he's coming in with a similar reputation as Bielsa. Because remember last season, everyone went, Bielsa, man. He's just attacking. And then he actually showed, I've inspired Pochettino and Guardiola. I know some things about football, But I think Thomas Frank needs to fix that, and I don't think he will. Even though I like Brentford, before, they stay up convincingly and I look like a muppet.
I think Brentford are going to beat Arsenal tonight.
That's the funny thing. But it's a long season, though.
It's either me being an idiot and thinking, it's
everyone can
Arsenal.
pick up a guaranteed 6 against them.
I think they should win today because, come on, if they win today, good grief. But
I mean, you don't know, it could be a good omen for Arsenal, Aubameyang and Lacazette being out.
Yeah,
who they have?
Last season, Aubameyang didn't look too convincing up front.
And Lacazette even worse.
Who are they playing?
They got Balogun up front.
Oh, Balogun. I thought they'd go with Nketiah.
No, Nketiah's injured, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Actually, for my relegated teams, this is actually mad because I had Newcastle going down, but then Willock signed, so I think there's the goals. They're fine. But now I'm gonna have to pick Brentford.
Yes.
So you know what, Southampton? No, they lost.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. This is what I've been telling you, man. You just got rid of.
I'm not picking Southampton, but I just think that they're definitely going to be in relegation battle.
Yeah, they got rid of Yannick Vestergaard and Danny Ings. So arguably the best defender. Oh, and Ryan Bertrand, by the way.
Yeah, and the best left back.
James Ward-Prowse apparently was getting bids to piss off. What the fuck is this?
I think
everyone's like, and now they're relying on Che Adams to finally.
They got thingy, didn't they, from Blackburn? What's his name?
Championship striker and a right back that's never played a professional game.
Exactly. That's the
Livramento is 23s.
I remember Pukki. I love Timo Pukki, but like he came in after scoring 30 goals in the championship. Started off great, and then like kind of just petered out.
Exactly. You can't really rely on these.
Not many championship strikers can make that jump.
You know what?
Even Bamford had a bunch of doubters.
Exactly.
He's the weirdest finisher, but
He scores.
Well, just the question: do you think
You know
Ivan
what?
Toney is going to carry on his form?
Nah, I think it's like 8 league goals, 10 maybe.
I think he will. I've got hope for Brentford, you know.
Chris Wood captain.
clearly. So who have I got? I think I'd go with Southampton, even though I like Hasenhüttl and I like Southampton. I got Brentford, and I'll go Watford just because they beat us 3-0. They pissed me off.
I wish Southampton don't sign anybody.
This is not logical. I just don't like their club. I hate especially you, Ismail Assar, because apparently we wanted you for 2 years. You didn't come. I don't like you.
You would love to go Liverpool.
Of course I would love. I love if Liverpool to sign anyone, man.
To be fair, it's a 40 million price tag on him. If we're not gonna spend that on any other person.
All these guys. Oh, Man United fans. Oh, we're so sad. Who have we signed, man? Kanate, I love him already, but like still, man.
Technically speaking, we've only made one more signing than you.
Yeah, but at least you got Sancho. I've wanted Sancho.
Didn't you sign Tom Heaton as
I've
well?
got no Salah in our team, huh?
Didn't you sign Tom Heaton as well?
Yeah, you made 3.
That's literally a Lee Grant type of signing. You don't
Tom
count.
Heaton is arguably better than David De Gea.
I mean, it's not hard. Dave's literally one of the worst keepers I've ever seen, man. No, I'm talking about this day, not the prime day.
One of the worst keepers he's ever seen. I think it's time, boys.
Of course it is. What do you mean? This day,
he was still player of the season for like 5 seasons straight.
I was talking about Prime De Gea. Prime De Gea is one of the best. But this one, post 30 years old De Gea, no, I don't know. Something's happened. I don't think it's even him.
Man, the only person you should blame is Ronaldo. He clearly, done something to him. Because after that World Cup, he was never the same. Man. Poor guy.
But he declined every year. He's getting worse every year. How's that happen? He's only 30. So he's not like 40. He's only 30. It's not meant to be a prime as a goalkeeper. 30 years old.
Van der Sar was sick post that, so he's got a point there.
Exactly. And he's worse post 30. This guy's just, for me, this day I'm seeing now is one of the worst keepers I've ever seen. Dean Henderson has a big shot to start next season, but he can't start.
Well, I don't think De Gea is starting Premier League games from now.
Yeah,
I think he will start this one because of Dean Henderson got COVID. But when the season plays out, it should be Dean Henderson's.
I think what we got domestic cups and Champions League. Champions League.
I'm not giving De Gea no Champions League.
Okay. What about Carabao Cup?
Oh, Man City, they win that every year. It's got to be them.
I mean,
it's not going to be anyone else. Man United can't flip in. Like they just can't get they would do good in the Carabao Cup, except they always get beat by like some idiot team. Or last year they got beat by City, so fair enough. But they would actually be good competition for them, and they didn't do it. So I think City have won the last 4 or 5. Give it to them.
I'm saying Man United.
Oh, you go Man
United.
Carabao Cup. They're gonna win the Carabao Cup, I think. I think it's time for Villa to win the Carabao Cup. It's not an achievement for me, the Carabao Cup.
Villa. I was thinking of Villa. FA Cup. I'd go with Arsenal. If they attack. No, sack Mikel Arteta. I think Arsenal just had some voodoo with the FA Cup. They'll always bloody win it. Arsenal fans, I'm doing this for you, man. I don't like your club, but I'll give you an FA Cup. All right.
I think Man City's one.
And then flipping Champions League, PSG. I'll go very basic. Even though I think we'll do better in the Champions League, but if they don't win it, that's just embarrassing. I'm telling you, they're the French Man City. They are the French Man City. They're the exact same. Dominate your league, buy a bunch of players that you don't really need, and then flop in the Champions League. And I don't care that they both got to the final. They're supposed to get to the final. Their teams are more expensive than any of the others. So if City don't get to the final, they're getting all of this as well. Same with you, Chelsea. You should get close. Oh my god!
I've got
So if I had to pick, should I pick the Carabao Cup teams?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So Carabao Cup, I'm picking. Yeah, I picked Man United for that.
Yep.
FA Cup, Man City. Champions League, I'm also going Man City.
Oh, okay.
I think
You
they're
think
gonna
they'll
win.
do it this year?
Yeah, I think they're gonna come back and say this is our time now.
Is that with or without Kane though?
I think. Oh, they do need a strike, but then they got to.
Look, you don't even like Kane anyway, though.
Yeah, what's he gonna do in the final? Actually, you know what? Just thinking, what's he gonna do in the final? But he might carry that. De Bruyne might come out of nowhere.
Look, City have got
Yeah.
African voodoo from Yaya Toure and all the, the African
You know
witch
what?
doctors. So they're not
You know
winning shit until Pep Guardiola publicly apologizes for being a racist.
They got to a final. I don't think Chelsea will get to a final. So I'm going for Man City. Because I think only Chelsea can beat them. And PSG.
Nice.
Look, yeah.
And prime Liverpool. But I don't know if... It all depends on Sadio Mane. If he turns up, then... Yeah,
I think
Look,
he
he's
will
looked
this
good
season.
already. I think as long as fans are saying, we love you, Mane, he'll be
He
back
scores.
to Superman. And not,
If Mane returns here, then for me, Liverpool are Champions League contenders.
Okay, for Carabao Cup, I went with Villa. For the FA Cup, I went City. For the Champions League, realistically, it'd be PSG.
I'm feeling a bullet somehow. I don't know why.
But if I'm being optimistic, I'm saying us Liverpool.
I
Just because I think you remember, so when Klopp first came in 15-16, no one expected us to get to the Europa League final. We did lose, but we moved. Next season, 16-17, we weren't in Europe, but we did get top four. I guarantee you no one would have guessed that we would have gone through qualifying to go face Real Madrid in 17-18. Regardless of the fact that we lost, we did go back stronger next year and win in 18-19. I think we were underestimated those times. We're going to be underestimated again this season. I think we'll go and win it.
We already have been underestimated. No one rates us. BBC stuck us fourth. What's good? So did the Athletic. Well, that's their problem. No one rates us.
It depends on Sadio Mane and Van Dijk, really. Because Salah would definitely score. There's no debate about that. But
I don't think it's Mane. I think it's whoever we play up front.
Firmino.
Whether it be Jota or Firmino.
No, I think more it's Mane. He's a star man, like with Salah, obviously. So if he needs to turn up, if he just gets like 5 goals and 8 assists, that's not Mane, is it? Mane's
but I think now that fans are back, Mane showed that he really missed the fans at the Palace game at the end of last season. And he played really well in pre-season with fans at Anfield as well.
That's a bit. But at the same time, yeah, Sadio Mane is only 29, is it? 28? So he's not washed.
You know what, yeah? All these people that used to have the Sadio Mane, Raheem Sterling debate, well, they did switch places to an extent. We got Raheem Sterling, and they still had Raheem Sterling. That is what Raheem Sterling would do in Liverpool. What Sadio Mane did last season. Not the ending bit, because, Sadio Mane was actually cold towards the end. But,
Raheem Sterling does have hope patches, though.
Look, I'm sorry. I can't get behind Sterling. I'm not doing it. I refuse. I've said for too long that he's not good. I can't go back on that. I refuse to admit. Not doing it. I don't care that he had a good Euros. He had a shit season. He's poor finisher. He's brain dead, and he's not clutch. Look up.
I think he's good. I think he's a good player. He's definitely better than Jota. That's why I can.
I'm not doing it. He's not better than Jota. I don't care.
Oh my days.
Who do we have winning the Europa League?
Sevilla. I don't think they're good. They're just like always winning the Europa League, aren't they? And Arsenal, I think, should, because I think Arsenal are half decent. But at the same time, they're just too stupid. They're just too stupid. They remind me of like what we used to think about the Milwaukee Bucks. They're actually good, but they're dumb. They're just stupid.
But with Arsenal, they're not even in it. So I'm giving it to.
They're not even in it.
No, Arsenal didn't get Europe this season.
They're 7th.
Oh,
that's why I'm giving them 5th, because they have no Europe. So they would.
Bro, this is how you can tell. I do not care about Arsenal. Maybe I came unprepared. Oh my lord. They're not even in that. Jeez.
Not even a
You
conference.
know what? Actually, I'm gonna go wild here. Leicester to win it. Let's go. Brendan, you'll prove me wrong.
For me, I'm going for someone random in Europe. Let's just go for.
Midtjylland.
Who are in it? Leverkusen. Are they in it?
I don't think. Oh, they might be actually. No, they might be in the
Yeah,
Champions League because I think they had a good season last season in the Bundesliga.
Let me check.
I don't got it.
I got given that they make it past the qualifying, I think Rangers will win it.
Whoa, Rangers.
I think it's time for the Scottish teams to wake up and start winning European trophies again.
Rangers getting knocked out in the last 16. You heard it here first.
Leverkusen finished in the Europa League. Also, Leverkusen flopped hard after Rose said that he's going Dortmund. Like their second half of the season, they just went down. Like they were like challenging for the title, and then they went, Europa League. But I think with the new manager, they should be better.
Yeah, I just think maybe like a random team will win it. Maybe it's a Champions League dropout, but then we already know if we see the groups.
Yeah.
So predicting Europa League is kind of hard.
We'll do a mid-season review.
Yeah, because predicting Europa League will be hard from now.
Yeah.
A Champions League team probably will win it.
Mid-season review. Look, yeah. I can guarantee I got none of my predictions today wrong. But I swear to you, guys, just believe in me, all right? Just believe that I know football. Eventually, you'll see.
What about Conference League, if we care about it?
Tottenham.
It's Spurs. It's got to be Spurs. If they don't win it,
I got Spurs or Roma, because Roma are also in it, and Mourinho's there.
Yeah, screw it. I want Spurs to win it. Yeah, just so the Jose fans can have something else to suck on for 2 seconds. If he loses to them, I'll laugh so hard. I don't like him. I like him, but I don't. I'm happy he's in Italy. Go away. Stay away from the league. I don't want to see your football. It's bloody awful.
Okay, Dale, finishing off. Who do you believe will be the surprise of the season for the Premier League?
Team of the season.
No, just surprise of the season. So a team or a player.
As when we start.
Me? Oh gosh. Let me go. I have to go really, This is just all around Europe, right?
Just Premier League.
Just the Premier League. Okay.
I can start off. My one's Palace. We established this already. I think Palace are going to do great this season.
Who did I have going down? No, they're going down. They seem pretty normal. I think Leeds will be a big surprise in that they will continue being just as good as they were. I think they'd even push for Europe.
Fair enough.
I'm not trying to banter, but I think Arsenal will be a surprise team of the season.
Fair enough.
You are bantering.
No, I'm not.
They're the what? Third best club in England, English history. Come on, man.
He's setting it up so he can laugh at them.
No.
He's putting them on this high up.
I lied to all of you.
He's putting on this big pedestal of Arsenal going to do great this season just for them to drop.
No, I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to be honest here. I think Arsenal will be, because they have no Europe, so there's one game a week. I think they'll surprise people.
I've just seen my flipping surprise. I didn't have Norwich going down, did I? Yeah, they're my surprise as well. They will stay up.
What about
disappointment? Yeah, Brentford.
That's harsh because they have no expectations.
That's a good point.
I think given what this team did last season, I think West Ham are going to disappoint a lot of people.
They didn't get Lingard, did they?
No, they didn't. They still have a chance, but I don't think they get Lingard this summer.
I think Antonio might do well as he always does, but I doubt Souček didn't look great at the Euros.
No, he was terrible.
But yeah, I think considering what they did last season, getting Europa League, right? And then now, I don't think they're gonna do or emulate what they did last season. No, I think they'll disappoint a lot of people.
Yeah, I believe they won't. I think they will. But I don't think they'll be too disappointing for me just to name them out.
I wouldn't like say they'll get relegated or anything. I think it's more like, oh, if we're basing off of last season, I don't think they're gonna come top 10
Nah. Ooh.
or
Yeah,
just push for top 10.
Yeah.
For my biggest disappointment, I'll go with Arsenal. Even though I said they'll win the FA Cup, that's not good enough for Arsenal. I think
Nah.
they'll finish 10th.
What is
That's
expectation?
disappointing.
6.
Look
Nah.
here, they're Arsenal. They always have expectations. You can't call yourself a big club if you don't have expectations to do something.
That's true, but I just think because they're top 6 candidates, how much worse can they do from last season?
They're top 6 for you. And maybe I'm going by emotion and the desire to be, extra and weird, but still, Arsenal.
Yeah, I don't blame you for Arsenal. I
I'm
think
going for. You have to hear me out for this one. I've got 2 teams. I narrowed down to one, obviously. I picked Man United.
is it because of Olive?
Flop so hard, and people start laughing at us. I think Oli might be on the brink of a sack, and then he'll win 5 games in a row. It'll be the same for last season. For me, that's the most disappointing.
It's going to be Woodward's final act is sacking Ole before he
Yeah, that's what
leaves.
it's good. Before December,
Yeah.
That's the dream
What's the
of
thing?
MK. He's like, yes, his last act is him taking Oli away from us.
Yeah.
Cheeky little costume change.
Okay. Then final one, Golden Boot of the season. Who's going to win
That's
it?
easy.
Bird Salah.
Oh, I was gonna say that. Now I'm
I've
giving a
got
different.
Salah as well.
Now I'm saying a different name. I'm going for.
Jadon
Anthony
Sancho.
Martial.
Go ahead, MK.
Let's go for it. Actually,
Go
nah.
for Martial.
I'm not going to be delusional. No. I'm not doing. I'm going for Romelu Lukaku. Let's go for it.
Yeah. And Kane, if he signs for City, would be a big one.
Well, if he goes,
Free,
then
sorry.
everything changes if he goes. So if
Maybe.
he does, we
Yeah.
have to come back again and do more predictions, but just putting City as winners for everything.
All right. That was been the first episode of our podcast.
Please be successful. We put a lot of work into this.
Thank you very much for watching. If you can share, please like, subscribe. I'm going to go for the classic YouTube thing. Like and subscribe, everyone. Thank you for listening. And we'll see you next week, I believe.
Closing remarks. We need about 900 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. We need that quick. I want money. That's all I care about. Please.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, and goodbye.
Bye.
Can you?